We have some breaking news coming in for XRP token from Eric Trump. In today's video, we're going to highlight what is going on in the cryptocurrency market, as well as talk about what it is that Eric Trump just did by endorsing XRP with a quote tweet over on Twitter. And then we'll go ahead and talk about what to kind of expect, hopefully for the remainder of the week, going into the end of November. But remember, as always, never financial advice, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. If you're new around here, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to the channel. The market continues to bleed. We were looking good. We broke above 93.5 earlier today during intraday trading. Tomorrow, of course, is a big day with NVIDIA earnings and some other big tech companies that are going to be reporting their earnings. Hopefully with that, we see a relief rally over on the crypto sphere. But of course, we did continue correcting. XRP sitting at 217 with $4.86 billion of trade volume over the last 24 hours. But let's go ahead and highlight what Eric Trump just said. So Dave Portnoy, you could say whatever you want about him. He's the founder of Barstools. And he said last night about $2 million in crypto when there was blood on the streets. And I'm like a great white shark. If you listen here, what's the first thing he mentions here? And remember, this is the same guy who sold his XRP right before the new all-time high. But what did he state there? That he bought $500,000 worth of XRP. Quote tweet from Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump. He stated, "Smart trade." Only about an hour ago here with 137,000 impressions. So right now, a lot of people are panicking. The market is down. My portfolio is also down. We're sitting at $11,730 for my XRP holdings. We are down about $4,900 in the last few months since I started utilizing iTrust Capital. Links down below, of course, free $100 when you sign up with the link. But most importantly, guys, I am not worried. You have a pro-crypto president and his family looking to do everything in their power to make this market go up. And guess what? Right now, during this slip that we saw in the overall global cryptocurrency market, I still think there's going to be opportunities to buy into your favorite cryptos, including XRP. If XRP dares to fall below $2, I'll be the first one here doubling down on the dip. You guys probably noticed I don't have my camera on right now because it's late night. I'm about to get ready for bed, but it seems like I have to make these updates right before going to sleep because it's when the news tends to surface. Franklin Templeton's XRP ETF could hit $150 to $250 million of volume on the day one of it going live, the analysts are saying. According to XRP market commentator Chad Steingraber, EZRP's debut could significantly outperform last week's breakout launch of Canary Capital's XRPC ETF. Notably, Canary's product delivered one of the strongest ETF debuts of 2025, recording $58.5 million in trade volume and $245 million in net inflows on its first day of trading. So why will Franklin's XRP ETF dominate? The firm manages over 5,000 times more assets than Canary Capital. Franklin controls about $1.53 trillion of assets under management, while Canary manages only about $500 million, which is a fraction of that of Franklin's. Because of its size, Franklin has access to major channels such as wealth management platforms, pension funds, bank advisory networks, institutional investors, and brokerage firms. This matters because most traditional investors, financial advisors, retirement planners, and institutional managers prefer regulated ETFs over crypto exchanges or self-custody due to the security, of course. And that's why, again, on this channel, for those of you looking for institutional grade custody, I talk about it time and time again. That is iTrust Capital. I've been utilizing their institutional grade custody for my crypto because personally for me, I do have a ledger and I have other things where I keep crypto in different locations, not even here in my own personal home. But with that being said, if you lose access to that ledger, it goes away forever, right? And that's the problem with self-custody as well as exchanges. But when you use different things like custodial services, like iTrust, then of course you have at least a backing through an entity that is SEC regulated and compliant. So notably, as the Crypto Basic reported earlier today, Franklin's XRP ETF will go live automatically on November 24th, barely a week from today. Flat price action despite ETF demands. And how large can XRP ETF flows go? So guys, the market has not been stable. The issue right now is not XRP underperforming. No, it's that Bitcoin slipped from $126,000 all-time high on October 6th. Since then, down about almost 28, 29%. It's dropped not 10,000, not 20,000, not $30,000, but 35,000 US dollars in value. That's massive. Bitcoin slipping causes altcoins to also trigger a fall. Fear and greed index continues to show extreme fear. But how large could XRP ETF flows become? Realize previous analysis shows that all 7 XRP ETFs attract $600 million per month. The market could see a $7.2 billion in annual inflows. Analysts suggest these inflows could inject $720 billion into XRP's market cap based on the multiplier effect, potentially pushing XRP's price above the $14 range. So right now you're getting in at $2, $2.15, $2.30. You're looking at a 7x multiple, 700% ROI on your initial investment if you're able to get in based off what the analysts are telling us. Not me and not the person next to me, but the true analysts. While promising, this also remains speculative. Guys, Eric Trump just quote tweeted XRP. XRP is part of the stockpile that the United States of America has issued back in January, February, when Donald Trump created the strategic Bitcoin reserve, as well as the strategic stockpile of cryptocurrencies. It's not the time to panic sell. I'm going to keep saying that. Whether this downturning market ends tonight and then starting tomorrow, we go back up and we see hopefully new all-time highs beginning of December. The macro structure, the recessions, the fears, what's looming around the industry right now, it's all basically noise in my opinion. We have Saudi Arabia, Saudi pledging today, I don't know if you guys saw, $1 trillion investment here in the United States. Not 100 million, not a billion, not 10 billion, not 100 billion. $1 trillion investment from MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, stating that when he was talking to Donald Trump in the White House, at the White House party that they had today. There was other notable individuals. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, being part of Saudi's team now, where he plays soccer, as well as Elon Musk. We saw David Sachs, NVIDIA CEO Juan. I'm talking big names that were at this dinner. And I'm hoping we continue to see this pivot. And you have the wonderful bald man himself, Mr. Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase. He said there's a lot of progress on the crypto structure legislation, and it could pass as early as December. Be prepared, not surprised. This is the time to pounce on your positions. Dollar cost average up if you need to. Dollar cost average down if you can. Whatever your cost basis is for XRP, I still do believe right now it's considerably at a discount. Just looking at the relative all-time high of $3.68, I say we're not going to see only 2x to 3x of that all-time high, but much beyond that. We're not going to see these valuations very long. And it's not just my opinion. Remember what the Winklevoss brothers said last night, when we were bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. You had El Salvador buying $100 million worth of Bitcoin. And then you have Cameron Winklevoss that I mentioned in yesterday's video saying this is the last time you'll ever see Bitcoin. You'll ever be able to buy Bitcoin below $90,000. After that statement, Bitcoin did rally. We saw it go past 90,000 all the way up to 93K. Bitcoin it's showing some weakness. We can't deny that. 93.6 earlier, we thought we were going to break out to 94K, and then we slumped. So we'll see how low we go. My question is 89K the bottom? Could we see 85? Could we see 84, where the rest of altcoins also continue to slip? It's very much possible. But again, I'll continue to preach. Be prepared. Never, ever surprised. I appreciate your support as always. That's all I had for you guys today. And until next time, as always, everybody, keep investing. Peace.